Hi, Nicholas.
Hi, David.
Good
How are
evening.
you? Yeah.
Great to see you in Bangalore.
Yeah, and thanks for coming
Yes,
to our.
and it's a wonderful event.
Yeah, thank you.
Good to see your product being launched here.
Yeah.
And we've heard that Smart has been in India for so many years.
We have,
And,
yes, quite a few years, two decades
Can you
almost.
tell us a little bit about that?
We were the original inventors of the category. So
Okay.
we have a saying, it's not a smart board unless it says smart. And so we've been in the industry for 35 plus years. India's been a big part of that story. And we're coming to redouble our efforts now on the Indian market. We feel the time is right for the company. We've learned a lot over 35 years. We learned a lot during COVID. And we think we've got the products and the software and the solutions and a recipe for success and that we want to share with the Indian market. So we're doubling down. And we're here to launch two new lines, the GX and the MX, as well as, of course, as a world famous software that we have. So, yeah, we're excited to be here, and the audiences have been great.
Excellent. So, what's your go-to market strategy now?
Our go-to-market strategy is really what we've developed and honed internationally. So we work in 170 different countries, and we have a value proposition which is focused on educational outcomes. And so, of course, we sell hardware. We're known for the smartboard. We have software. It comes included. We have software that you subscribe. But really, our go-to-market is to work with partners and channel that understand the value of what the customer ultimately wants. Really focused on educational outcomes. So our purpose at Smart is to provide solutions that inspire greatness. And when we say inspire greatness, what we're talking about is creating those moments in the classroom where a teacher and a student connect.
Right.
And a concept is grasped by a student. The light bulb goes on.
Okay.
And so when we wake up and when we go to bed, we think about that. We design our products. That's the steel thread that goes through everything we do. And so we want to communicate that to the customers and to our channel as a value proposition. We can compete, on price and all those other things. But we always ask everybody to say, what's an apple? Are we comparing apples to apples? Do we understand the value? So we strongly feel, based on everything we've learned, that we have a recipe for how to be successful, and ultimately not just commercially, but with educational outcomes in the classroom. And that's what we want to bring to the market.
Excellent. In fact, the education market in India is so big, and
huge.
Government is pumping a lot of investment in education.
Yeah.
And one of the things India government is looking forward now is for products which are made in India.
Yes.
So do you have any plans of making these products?
Oh, absolutely. We're going for the Make in India program, of course.
Okay.
We're affiliate, our major shareholder is Foxconn. That gives us a huge advantage with respect to understanding supply chain. So we are going to do the Make in India. That's a commitment. We're currently negotiating with 2 or 3 suppliers. Don't want to let out any names, but we will make it in India in the new year, very early in the new year. Very exciting for us. And I am very impressed by how far along the supply chain in India has come. I mean, it's a tremendous improvement, or not improvement, or development since I was here last. So you can see the improvements every day and more localization. So we definitely want to take part of that in the manufacturing, but also in the content creation, in support. It's very difficult to sell into education unless you localize.
Correct. And that's the point I'm coming to.
And okay, because I mean, education is your children. It's very politically charged. You want to look local. You want to be local as much as you can. So our solutions enable people locally to take it and customize it and make it very specific for whatever situation you're in. And so we will work with third-party providers on content, but we will give them the tools to make it local. We will support up to 6 languages to start with. And then, of course, I think there's 100 and something languages or even more that are spoken in India. We'll go from there. But to start with, we're going to support the 6 main languages.
Yeah, I also heard that you have in-house software development team, which is going to constantly upgrade this.
Oh, absolutely. One of the unique differentiators for Smart is we do our own design, right? And so, like everybody else, we work with a bunch of different suppliers, but our differentiator is our own design team. So we have over 250 developers in-house, plus. We work with third parties as well. But what you see here is purpose-built for education. And again, our purpose is inspiring greatness. So we have that steel thread of functionality that goes through everything we do. One of our big differentiators in that regard is multi-user Google GMS services, which means not just Google GMS. If you think of an Android tablet, for instance, it's a one-user device. These things, many users can use it. So we want to make sure we protect data privacy and things like that. So if you were to log in log out. I was to log in, log out. All our credentials, all our cookies, all our websites, everything would be stored privately, sandboxed. That's unique as well, but that just gives you an idea of how we think about the solutions we provide. So that's a differentiator. We do that because we have the staff to do it.
All right. So I see there are already a lot of products in the market which are addressing the same market which you're targeting, the
Yes.
education.
Mm-hmm.
Right now that you've brought in these new models,
Yeah.
so how do you foresee meeting in the market in terms of competition?
Oh, we're open. Competition makes us better. I mean, I would love not to have competition, but at the same time, we appreciate that does not always give the best result to the end customer. So choice is key for us.
Yeah.
Channel choice and customer choice. We want to win because we're the best. Now, what you see here is probably 10, 15% of the value that we bring to the table. And so, yes, we do the hardware. Yes, we're the original, but it's all the services and software that go along with it that we're going to compete on. Can we compete head to head? Sure, we can. If we're talking apples to apples. If you're talking apples, oranges, pears, and peaches, then it's very difficult to talk. But if we're talking apples to apples, we'll go head to head with anybody. And we win international today with all the same players that are here. Right. And so I'm not worried about that. Our biggest push and our biggest go-to-market is to have these types of events, launching these new products, explaining who we are, what we do, why we're different, and letting the customer decide if it's for them or not.
Excellent. Now you have chosen Avian Tech as your partner.
Yes.
So what was your thought behind choosing Avian Tech?
They're a very good partner, and they're like-minded,
Okay.
and they want to make a difference, and we do as well. So when we partner with companies like Avian Tech, we partner with long-term partners, right? So we know each other, we understand, we can do business together. We trust them, they trust us. They're doing great work for us in the Middle East today.
Okay.
And having said that, we also have other partners that we work with, again, giving people choice. It's all
Right.
about choice. So we're very selective on who we choose to work with. Partners sign up. We authorize the partners through our distributors. So it's not just anybody and everybody that can sell. There has to be a bit of accreditation before we engage in commercial transactions. But that's all part of the brand and who we are and how we go about it.
I understand. So how is your supply chain and how is your support system for India? For the
Okay,
product?
so supply chain will be localized as part of the Make in India program and certification. That's really a commercial necessity, right? Because of the tariffs. So whoever came up with that, it's working. We're going to be building here. Local support, we will be going through third parties that we're talking to right now and negotiating with to provide local support, both tier 1 service support, installation support, as well as the reseller channel that both our distributors, Avian Tech being a prime one, have already in place. And we're talking about several hundred resellers already today that we've had in India already.
Excellent. So that talks about you making India smart.
You could call it that.
All right.
Yeah.
Wish you all the best.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, nice
appreciate
talking to you.
appreciate your time being here. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Yeah.